do that again. All right, so setting the base for our modern kitchen, I'm going to go ahead, set ourselves a floor. And this time I'll make this rectangular. And I'll get myself a box. Here's my reference. So right now I'm going to make this wall. All right, so scale this up. This right here. Now I'm just gonna select this back face. Really, I just want this front face right here. So select this back face, shift greater than, delete it. Now I'll go get my knife tool. Click, click, click. So just so we can see, I'm making this right here. So I'm gonna make this part of the wall. So I select this right here, press Q to quit, select this face, click it, delete, right click, and then I'll go shift, right click, and go to extrude or control E. And then I'll just pull this out like this. And we have that already done. All right, so I'll go to edge, select all the edges, shift right click, bevel edge. Remember, beveling is like something you do at the end. I'm gonna hold down control to give myself finer control. Without control, look, it's going crazy. Hold down control, ooh, it's smooth. Yeah, all right, smooth. I'll even add another segment, just because. Q to quit. Now look at that smooth wall. It's amazing, right? I press 1, well, still smooth. And everything's beautiful. Now, actually, I'll control Z this back. And the reason why is because I smoothed it too soon. Because I want to have this other part of the wall. So we have this part, and then there's this inner part, which is thicker. So, see, I was moving too fast. So I'll just do all the bevels at the end. Control D. So I just copy this, move it right here. Now move it down. If I press 4, you can see what it looks like. And I'll just go get vertex, and I'll take these vertexes right here, shift, take these, R to scale. I'll press 5 for solid. And I'll push these in like this. And then I'll go ahead and take these, W, them down. And then I'll just scale this out. So see, so we have this wall, this. And then inside of here is a counter. So now let me make the counter. I'm gonna get a cube. This right here, scale. Now, if you look at this, this is the same thickness as this one. So it's all even. How do we get that? So I'm just gonna click on this, shift, click on this one, shift, click on this one, and then I'll do Control E for extrude. Go to thickness, drag it out like this. So now everything's even. Cool. Now you know what I'm gonna do? Press Q to quit. Go to face, select all these faces, delete. Select that face, delete. All right. Now I'll press spacebar. Now go into this mode, go get my vertex, and I'll just move these over here. Move these over here. Move these on the bottom down. Move this. Yeah. Now I didn't set up my camera, but I'm gonna set up one right now. And I'm gonna try to make it as true to this angle as I can. So let's go like this. And I'm gonna, so right now I'm like this. I'll go to view, create camera through view. Perspective 1, this is my camera. Cam underscore 01. All right. And then since I'm in camera 01, I'll click on this to make sure I'm selected, and then I'll click on the lock. So now this is locked. I can't move it at all. Panels, I'll go back to perspective. Now we see our camera set up. Cool. So now let's start the modeling this. Control E, I'll take this. And if I was to pull this back, which it can be necessary sometimes, but let's just say you do pull it back, right? It's black, which is not right because it means it's inside out. So I'll press Q to quit. But if you end up in a situation like this, like I said, we could have just done Control E, pull it out, press Q to quit, and pull it in. But there's sometimes you will need to just Control E, push something out like that. And like I said, all this is the thickness. So I'll just press Q to quit, double click on this, shift right click, go to face normals, and then reverse normals. And so now we turn something inside out, but it's in the place we want it to be. So let me take these over here and let me just make this, I'll go to vertexes. I'll press 4 to see through it, and I'll select all these faces right here. And then I'll click on this. I'll go back into my camera, press 5 to make everything solid. And I'll just look at this, and I'll look at my reference to see how far the depth is. That looks about right to me. I'll jump out of my camera, go into perspective, and then I'll make this that size, because the front faces flush with it. And then I'll just go get these, pull these right here. Actually, it's thicker than I thought it was. I'm nice with it. That's why sometimes I don't need to press 4, but just to make sure you want to do it. So let me get back in my camera real quick. Remember, the more time you spend on it, the better this whole thing's gonna look. So I think it's about here. Now I could just take this face, shift, pull this back. Okay. I'm loving it. Now I have 3 cabinets right here at the top, right? So handle that real easy. Watch this. Control D, and this is what you might have to do often. So I'm gonna take this shape right here, select this face right here. Well, this is the only face I want. So I could go like this and actually select all these faces and deselect just to have this right here. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is Control E to move this. And I'll move this right here. Nice, right? So this fits in that shape perfectly because it's just a copy of this, which makes our life easier. Of course, you can make another cube, but I like doing it like this. So what I'm gonna do now is, if I look at this, peep this. This has 1, 2, 3. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do shift right click, enter edge loop. I'll double click on this, and I'll say I want 3 of these. So this will evenly space them out. So if I click over here, you see what it's doing? It's doing it over there. That's not what we want. We want to click right here. Yeah. Oh, but 3 is wrong. It's supposed to be 2. Now we get 1, 2, 3. Q to quit, right? Now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna double click on this edge. It's already selected, but I'll just double click on it, press 4. So me double clicking on it gets the whole edge loop. I'll press 5, shift right click, and we'll do a bevel edge, right? Now go over here and I'll make this real kind of tight. Actually, you can go to segments and add one in the middle. Let's just do 3. So right now this is 0, 0, 1. But hold down Control, 0, 1. So if I type a 0 before this, and then I type in 0, 8, let's say. So I'm just making this space smaller. Let me do 5. Okay, Q to quit, cool. Now I'll go in here and I'll take this space, hold down Shift and double click. So what that does, 4, I'll show you. So when you select a face and you hold down Shift and you select another face in the edge loop, it gets the whole loop. So I did that over there. I'll do it to this one. Press 5 so you can do. Click on one face, Shift, click on the next face, double click, gave me the whole edge loop. Now I'll press T to scale. I'm sorry, R to scale. I think it's cinema. Now scale this in a little bit this way. So what I did is I just scaled it in a little bit that way, and I'll scale it in a little bit this way. Now, if you look at it, look, it gave me that little cut. So all I did is made the edge loops so that I could push this in like that. Now we have this. Nice. Now I'll go over here to kind of want to bevel this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate this, which is going over here to clicking. No, I'm sorry. Clicking on this, isolate select. So we just have this. And I'm actually going to duplicate this, Control D. All right. So I have 2 of the same object. Let's name it cabinet. And I'm just going to hide this one, press H. And I want to experiment with this. So I'm just going to go to edges, select all these edges, but I'm going to deselect these edges right here. Deselect these. Well, what I want is I want to deselect all those. So I'll just shift, shift. Because I want to get all the edges, but those in the middle. Because I don't want to put a bevel on those. All right, so I have all these edges right here. Oh, this one. And yeah, like I said, I just don't want to mess with those. And I'll do a shift right click and I'll do a bevel edge. And hold down Control. Segments. We'll put in 3. And the reason is I don't want it to be sharp like this. I just want to have some roundness. Yeah. So this is what that did. So we have this, and I'll hide this. And if I show this one, see how it's like hard, sharp edge, unrealistic. And then if I hide this one, we have this soft edge. So it's looking good. Yeah, and so this is the like, ooh, H to unhide it. So remember, this is our other one. I could just go ahead and delete it. Or if I really want to save my shapes, I can just do Control G and I can say, I don't know, name this maybe, all right? So I'll just put shapes that I kind of might use and maybe don't want to delete or something like that. I'll just put it in here and I'll just click on this group and press H to hide, all right? Just in case for whatever reason I want to revisit it. Okay, so we have this. Now what's next? We have some cabinets under here. And if you look at this, we have this little panel. So this should be pretty easy, right? All I gotta do is take this, Control D, move this down, spacebar, go into our four-way view. I can press 4, and then all I have to do is go to vertexes and take these vertexes. I'll press F to zoom in, and I just need to push them back like this. I'll go over to here to the other side, click these, press F to zoom in, zoom out a little bit. And I could zoom in and, you know, if I want to be real accurate and just make these kind of flush with this. And then I just need to take the top vertexes, pull them up, the bottom ones, pull them down. Look at this. Oh, we almost done with one wall. All right. So I think things are looking pretty good. Uh-oh, look at these over here. Looks like the same thing, right? So I'll just take these, Control D, move this like this. I'll take these bottom ones, press 4. Press 5. And press 4 again. And I'll just take these front faces right here, press 5. Now I'll get inside of my camera. Say, all right, how far back do these look like they are? I feel like they could be like this. I'll press 4, 5, press 4. These look a little bit lower. Like that. Now that I'm looking at my reference, all this stuff looks a little bit too low. So I'll just lift this. No, I'll select both of these and lift these. Select both of these and I'll lift these. Because I'm looking at that gap, right? Okay, cool. So we have this. Now all I got to do is go over here. See, so that camera setup matters. Definitely matters. I'll pull this down. I'll select this one, vertex, pull these down. All right, I'm feeling it. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So I can start modeling like the little details in it, but I want this other wall now. All right. And if you look at this wall, it's just a copy of the other one. All right. But instead it has, let's look at this. One, is this a split? It looks like it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ain't gonna be nothing for us to make. Oh, but you know what I will do first? I'll just make this panel down here, which should be also nothing for us to make. So to do that, I'll get this table right here. I'll do this. Control D. So I just copied this whole thing. And I'll go over here. I'll select this face, shift, shift. And then I'll do a shift right click. And then I'll do where's it at? Oh, extract faces. Okay. So what this did is this. When I click on extract faces, it takes these and it basically separates them. So I'll just click on this, delete all this. We have these. And what I can do is I can combine these, because what I like to do is I like to scale them down all like the same size. Oh, okay, I can do this. I didn't think I could for some reason. So if I have this, I'll put them right here. And let me just look at my camera. I said, all right, I think that's about right there. Got my camera. I don't think I can extrude them all at the same time. Hey, let's try. Control E. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. Cool. So we have our little panel right here. Q to quit. And then I'm just gonna try to bevel them all at the same time. Shift right click, bevel edge. Okay. Segments 2 or more. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, okay, it's only working on one of them at a time. All right, so I was right. So I'll just select all of them, shift right click, and I'll do a combine. So they're all like connected. I mean, even though they're separate objects. So if I click on all the faces, double click, I'm getting all the faces on this, but they're all like the same object, as in you can move them all, but it's not a group, because a group would be separate things. Okay, so now I'll bevel this, select them all, shift right click, bevel edge. Let me go segments. We get 3, go fraction, hold this down. W. I'll just push this right here.
Yeah, the audio went out for a quick second.
Oh, okay.
Can you repeat what you just like? Can you repeat what you said? No,
Sorry about that. Get my phone blown up, which is a good thing. I don't know where where it cut off, but I definitely I split these faces. I did extract faces, and then I combined them, right? So I did a shift right click, combine on these, so that I could bevel them all at the same time. Is that what you meant?
yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
Are you good?
Yeah, so I'll select all these and I'll just drag these down. Okay, right click. Cool. So we have this, and yeah. All right, got this. Now I'll just select this right here and I'll do an edge, and I'll select all these edges, shift right click. Yeah, because this is already done. I'll do a bevel edge. There you go, like this. Now press Q to quit. Vertex, and I'll select all this stuff. W, and I'll just pull it down. Because this should be like solid in the ground. Now let's look at it. Okay, so we already have a nice setup. Give me 1 second. Uh, all right, so have this right here, and then what I'm gonna do now is I'll take these two, I'll do a Control D to copy them. Now, right now, if I try to rotate, something weird is gonna happen. I'm guarantee it. Yeah, see, something like that. So instead, I'm just gonna do a Control G for group, right? And then I'll do a center pivot. So click right here because the pivot's over here now. If I try to rotate it, yeah. I mean, I could rotate, yeah. Anyway, just put it in a group and then do center pivot and then hold down J. Then we rotate it 90 degrees. And now we take this and put this over here. Now, if we look at set of professional audio. Okay, so if I yeah, look at my reference. I see that this is very close to that wall, right? So what I'll do is I'll go right here. I'll look inside of my camera once again. You see the pattern? I'm just going back and forth and looking at my camera to get this right. And then I'll just put this over here now. And it's the same height, so it all works. Okay, now get out of my camera. You have this here. So setting up our walls and moving nicely.